Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Wings. I'm Johan Castell, bringing you this special episode of the show from the picturesque Leh in Ladakh. Let's get started. Travel is not just about checking off items from your list. A new study claims that over 80% of Indians now plan their trips around culture. Let's take a look at what's driving this trend.
For Indians today, holidays are no longer just about unwinding. They're about immersion, discovery, and connecting with culture. Leisure travel is giving way to journeys that celebrate heritage and traditions. So how are Indians making their travel decisions, and where are they planning to go for their next trip? A cultural tourism report 2025 has revealed 82% of Indians are now choosing culture-first holidays. This change is led by the young. 84% of millennials and 80% of Gen Z say they prefer cultural trips. And it goes beyond sightseeing. Travelers want to come home with stories, not just selfies. Festivals are driving this cultural rush. No longer side attractions, they are the main reason to travel. More than half of all Indians plan trips around fairs and festivals this year. Durga Puja in Kolkata tops the list with 53% interest. Latmar Holi in Barsana follows at 51% and Kerala's Onam festival at 35%. The appetite for heritage is equally strong. Searches for Varanasi have shot up 76% this year. Jaipur, Agra and Hampi remain on the wish list of millions. 39% are drawn to UNESCO World Heritage sites such as the Taj Mahal and Hampi. Kerala, with its backwaters and traditional art, attracts 32% of visitors, while Rajasthan draws 30% with its palaces and forts. But Indians aren't just chasing the famous, they're chasing the authentic. Over 90% say they'll happily skip the tourist trail if it does not mean discovering lesser-known villages, eco-cultural communities, or even following a local food trail. Practicalities, though, matter just as much. Safety comes first for 45% of travelers. Authenticity is valued by a third, while around 41% like to plan at least a month or two ahead. Social media has become the biggest source of travel inspiration, overtaking friends, family, and even travel apps. And culture is rarely explored alone. The report notes that 71% of Indians prefer to travel with family, 62% with friends, and 56% with partners. Heritage walks, workshops, and festivals have become collective experiences that strengthen relationships as much as memories. The boom in cultural tourism is also backed by better infrastructure, improved connectivity, and government programs like Dekho Apna Desh and Swadesh Darshan 2.0. These initiatives are ensuring that culture is preserved while also opening new doors for local communities.
Skygazers from across India to the world were left spellbound last week when a rare total lunar eclipse blood moon painted the skies in hues of red. Let us show you how the spectacle unfolded.
The 7th of September, a rare celestial event that captivated sky watchers across the globe. When the Earth aligned perfectly between the Sun and the Moon, millions across India and the world watched in awe. The lunar surface glowed a deep crimson. The blood moon, last seen in India in 2018, returned, and with it came a surge of fascination, excitement, and a growing love for astro-tourism. The excitement was palpable at New Delhi's Nehru Planetarium, where families, students, and astronomy enthusiasts had gathered. Telescopes out, and there it was. The partial eclipse unfolded like a slow-motion performance, each phase drawing gasps and camera flashes.
It's covered with all the clouds, and we are very excited to witness the lunar eclipse today and see the detailed process, how it happens and everything.
In Bengaluru, large crowds assembled at the Indian Institute of Astrophysics, where telescopes were focused, well, on the moon.
It was not fully red, but I could see the moon in a lighter grey shade. Yeah, it was nice. It was actually a good experience. I'm waiting for the 11 o'clock to watch the blood moon.
In Chennai too, people queued patiently to catch a glimpse of the phenomenon. The eclipse didn't just unite astronomy buffs, it had a broader cultural impact, invoking a deep sense of connection to the natural world in a wider audience. But beyond the celestial spectacle, India's love for the night sky is transforming into a growing trend. The rise of astro-tourism, a trend that is capturing the imagination of many. According to Skyscanner's report, 53% of Indian travelers say they want to sleep under the Milky Way, while 56% are keen to embrace night photography. The Northern Lights too have captured the Indian imagination, with 44% of travelers placing them on their bucket lists. India offers its own treasure trove of stargazing destinations. Right on top is Ladakh's Hanle, one of the world's highest observatories, provides an uninterrupted theatre of galaxies. The Indian Astronomical Observatory there stands among the highest astronomy stations in the world, operated by the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. It sits 4,500 meters above sea level in the western Himalayas. It's an extraordinary site for optical, infrared, and gamma-ray telescopes. In Spiti Valley, the cold deserts, thin air, and sparse population make for pristine dark skies. Remote villages like Komik and Langza offer uninterrupted views of constellations, planets, and the Milky Way, drawing both amateur and professional astronomers. But if you don't have the time to visit far-flung places in the Himalayas, here's another option: Kumaon in Uttarakhand, a popular spot for astro-tourism known for its high altitude, clear skies, and dark remote locations. And then there's the Run of Kutch, with its vast salt desert that provides a flat and open canvas to view the night sky. During the Run Utsav, visitors camp under starry skies, watch meteor showers, and capture breathtaking astrophotography. From Gujarat to Rajasthan, in the Thar Desert at Jaisalmer, the dry climate and clear air make the night sky glitter brighter. As astro-tourism rises, celestial wonders are no longer just phenomena to observe. They are experiences to chase.
Millions of people across the world looked up to witness the amazing blood moon. From France to Russia and all the way to Kenya, the lunar eclipse sparked a new wave of tourism.
As the Earth's shadow slowly consumed its lunar companion, people gathered across continents to witness the rare phenomenon. Unlike a solar eclipse, no protective gear was needed. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth lines up directly between the Moon and the Sun, blocking sunlight that normally makes the Moon shine white. The tilt of the moon's orbit means such perfect alignment is rare. When it happens, the Earth's atmosphere bends red light onto the lunar surface, giving rise to the blood moon. From Asia to Africa to Europe, this sight left stargazers in awe. In Kenya's Samburu County, tourists and locals gathered under the night sky. As tribal dancers celebrated, the country used the celestial spectacle to promote Astro-tourism.
It's been an amazing experience, something I've not experienced before. At first I thought it's not happening because the moon was dark. It was not bloody the way we had been mentioned. It was not red in any way. But at 8:30, the magic happened.
The blood moon, as I mentioned, is a natural phenomenon. When the Earth is in line with the moon and blocks the sun rays of the sun from reaching the moon. What effect it has is only told in the stories of our very many ethnic communities. In the Samburu community here where we are, it is the death of the moon. And it is the beginning of, some sort of drought, some sort of very hard times.
In France, the blood moon rose over Indre-et-Loire, its deep red shadow stunning stargazers in the countryside. In Athens, the eclipse cast a rust-red shadow above the Acropolis, a sight that felt straight out of an ancient legend. In Dubai, residents and photographers gathered to capture the moon's transformation into a fiery red orb. In Kiev, the blood moon hung low over the city skyline. Even in Moscow, crowds were left thrilled as the lunar eclipse painted the sky above the capital.
In the Dutch city of Tilburg, hundreds of people gathered for the annual Redhead Day festival, all gathering for 3 vibrant days of celebration.
Redheads here, redheads there, redheads everywhere. In the Dutch city of Tilburg, redheads from across the globe came together for a unique festival, Redhead, or Redhead Days. The annual festival attracts natural redheads from more than 80 countries who come here together to celebrate their flaming locks. Red-haired people marched through the streets of Tilburg, joined art exhibitions, photo shoots, and concerts. For many, it's a chance to embrace their identity in a world where they often feel like a minority.
I've been here for 15 years now, and I first got here just to see what it would be like to not stand out in a crowd and meet other like-minded people. And then I met all these amazing people, and now it just feels like a family, and we get together each year.
The 2025 edition of the Redhead Days Festival includes music, food trucks, and workshops tailored to particular needs of redheads, from makeup explainers to skin cancer prevention. Many participants say the festival is also about reclaiming confidence, turning past experiences of bullying into a celebration of pride.
My experience, yes. They're definitely here. I've been bullied a fair amount in my life. So I think it's made me a stronger person overall, but it's definitely not a nice experience sometimes.
Yeah, we've been bullied a lot because we're unique, and when you're unique in this world, you're just the making points from people, so we get bullied. But when we're together right now at this festival, we're just like bonding, and we're like, no, we're unique and we're special.
From bullying to belonging, this festival offers a rare sense of peace, community, and acceptance.
So at peace, it's like, my people are here, oh my gosh, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm over here, everywhere. It's like, yes, in a big family.
I got bullied a lot when I was a kid. We tend to get bullied a lot when we're kids, but as you get older, everybody's, oh, your hair's so beautiful and you're so pretty. And
red hair is the rarest color in the world, making up less than 2% of the world population. The Initiative at Redhead initially started as a small gathering when Dutch artist Bart Rowenhorst put out a call for 15 red-haired models for an art project in a local newspaper. He got 10 times the response he was expecting and brought the group together for a photo. The project got so much attention, Rowenhorst organized a similar meetup the following year and has continued to oversee the festival as it has expanded into the multi-day event it is today. Seeing the massive scale of the event, one can easily say, red is just not a color, it is an emotion celebrating belongingness.
In Europe's floating city, history sailed down the Grand Canal. Venice's annual historic Regatta brought back the pageantry of the 16th century.
This is Venice's most iconic rowing event, a historic annual boat parade on the Grand Canal. Welcome to the Regatta Storica. Visitors and Venetians flock to the banks of Grand Canal as traditional Italian boats sail in a colorful ceremonial parade. Dating back to the 13th century, the water pageant is held every first Sunday of September, and this year, the event was held on the 7th of September.
The parade was wonderful. It was full of colour and movement and activity. It was a very special day, very special to be here in Venice today to witness this.
On the Grand Canal, boats are adorned in vibrant colours. Men and women dressed up in historical attire. The water pageant commemorates the welcome given in 1489 to Caterina Cornaro, the wife of the King of Cyprus, who renounced her throne in favour of Venice. The first historical record of the event dates back to the mid-13th century, held to celebrate naval victories and train the city's seafarers. Over the years, it has evolved into a grand festival. While many tourists were captivated by the atmosphere, some Venetians felt that the event has drifted away from its roots, catering more to visitors than to locals.
Venetians used to take part more in the historical regatta. Today, I feel like it has almost become a tourism show, but there are fewer and fewer Venetians.
Yet, beyond the debate, the regatta remains a source of emotion and pride. For many, it is a reminder that the city's very existence flows from its connection to the water.
So it's a great emotion. It feels incredibly deep in terms of historical presence and connection with the water, which is the reason why Venice is there. So it's a great pleasure to see this kind of practices still ongoing.
This is the first time, and I was very excited to see it because, of course, it's my first time seeing it with the costumes and how strong they are paddling.
If you're planning to experience Venice, whether during the historical regatta or at any other time, here's a quick guide for travelers. To watch the event, head early to the Grand Canal to secure a good spot. Public water buses or vaporettos also run along the route, though services can be limited on race day. When it comes to staying in Venice, choose hotels near Rialto or San Marco to be close to the action. For quieter options, Dorsoduro and Cannaregio offer charming guest houses. If you're on a budget, Mestre on the mainland is just a short train ride away. For tourists, the Regatta Storica is a spectacle to behold. For Venetians, it is more than that. It is a bridge to their history, a proud celebration of their heritage, a passionate reminder of a city forever woven into the water.
In Taiwan, lanterns and tradition lit up the city of Keelung. The annual Ghost Festival blends tradition, art, and history to connect generations. Let us take you there.
In the northeastern Taiwanese port city of Keelung, nights glow with flickering light and centuries-old rituals. This is the Keelung's Ghost Festival, one of Taiwan's most iconic cultural traditions. Now in its 171st year, the festival is celebrated during the 7th lunar month. According to Taoist and Buddhist beliefs, the festival honors the spirits of ancestors with a month-long series of rituals. It is said that during this month, the gates of the underworld are believed to open, releasing ghosts and spirits to roam around. This tradition, rooted in respect for the past, is a central part of the Ghost Festival. For a full month, Keelung transforms, streets fill with vibrant parades, Taoist and Buddhist ceremonies, and folk performances. At night, lanterns float across rivers and seas, guiding what Taiwanese people say, ancestral spirits back to their world after feasting on offerings of food, incense, and prayer. Each year, thousands of visitors from Japan, Southeast Asia, and beyond flock to Keelung. Hotels, restaurants, and local businesses benefit from the crowds. For Taiwan, the festival is both a living ritual and a cultural attraction.
In the Zhongyuan festival, there are traditional cultural elements such as rice sculptures, like the ones placed on offering tables, and paper effigies, which are meant to teach the younger generation about these traditional craft techniques.
Here, we see the phoenix pillars on both sides. The inscription above them reads, 100 birds pay homage to the phoenix, bringing grace to the world, which symbolizes the greatness of women.
If we shift from Taiwan to China, you will get to see another dazzling affair. On the 15th day of the Lunar New Year, China also celebrates the Lantern Festival, or Yuan Xiaoji, marking the end of the Spring Festival and the first full moon of the lunar year. On this night, lanterns of every size and shape illuminate towns and cities. Some depict traditional imagery, dragons, phoenixes, flowers, or figures from folklore. Let's take you to Thailand now, where every November, the city of Chiang Mai becomes the stage for one of the most enchanting spectacles on earth, the Yipeng Lantern Festival. Imagine this. Under a radiant full moon, thousands of delicate rice paper lanterns ascend gracefully into the night sky, rising higher and higher until they form a galaxy of stars above the city. For Thais, this act is both a spiritual offering and a wish for prosperity, wisdom, and happiness. Yipeng, rooted in the old Lana kingdom, is both a time to honor Lord Buddha and a moment to give thanks for the harvest after the rainy season. Have you attended any of these festivals yet? If not, then mark your calendar to experience these mesmerizing sights.
That's all we have for you in the show in this week's episode of Wings, but we'll return next weekend with some action-packed stories from the Union territory of Ladakh. See you next weekend.